Today, we are going to see time of supply for services. For services, on the basis of time of supply only, we are paying GST as per section 13 subsection 1. So, section 13 subsection 2 is there and section 13 subsection 3 is there. This is for FCM, forward charge mechanism, and this is for RCM, reverse charge mechanism. In case of FCM, we have to compute due date of invoice. We have to compute due date of invoice. We have to determine this actual date of invoice that is given in question. So, first we have to compare actual date of invoice is within due date of invoice. If the answer is yes, then two things we have to compare: actual date of invoice, date of payment, whichever is earlier. If it is, again I'm repeating, actual date of invoice is within due date of invoice, then we have to compare actual date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is earlier. If it is no, it is not within due date of invoice, which is the actual date of invoice is not within due date of invoice, then date of completion or date of payment, whichever is earlier. Here, advance GST is possible. In case of advances, GST is possible. In case of, suppose, upon 1000 rupees, up to 1000 rupees, 1000 rupees received in excess of invoice, upon 1000 rupees received in excess of invoice. It is in case of services under FCM. Okay. Then the time of supply can be date of invoice, or if it is determined by section 13 subsection 2. This is called section 13 subsection 2. Now we have studied, right? That is section 13 subsection 2. So date of invoice or as per section 13 subsection 2. So it is the option of the supplier. Supplier has to choose which they want. The time of supply shall be, I'm repeating, suppose upon 1000 rupees received, upon 1000 rupees received in excess of invoice, in excess of invoice, in case of services, I'm talking about services, in case of services under FCM, the time of supply shall be date of invoice or the rate as per section 13 subsection 2. It is supplier has to choose. So it is a supplier choice, whichever date they can choose. Okay. Then next, in case of section 13 subsection 3 RCM, here two dates we have to compare. Date of which the payment made to supplier, date on which the payment made to supplier. It is always given in question. So then 61st day from date of invoice, this you have to determine. You have to determine. So whichever is earlier, date of which the payment made to supplier, then 61st day from date of invoice, whichever is earlier. Here also advance is possible, which is advance if the GST is paid on advance is possible. Okay. Thank you. Happy learning.